All right, we're live. We're live. So welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. How are we doing today?
Amen.
Is everybody doing well, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes,
If you are
sir.
watching me right now from
We're doing good.
anywhere you're watching me from, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. As we're waiting for more people to connect, I want to wish you guys a happy New Year. Happy New Year. Um, 2024 is gone. Right now we're in 2025, guys. 2025. And I have with me on the show few of my friends. Uh, we're always together making waves. So today we are going to be talking about different things, but we're going to be starting with uh, why so many of our ladies out there are single. We want to hear from the young men, we want to hear from the men what they think could be the cause of this or the causes of this situation here. All right. So let's get to meet them. Let's start from Coach Ty over here.
Hello, people. Happy New Year to you guys. I hope you're having amazing signs that the year is going to end and come for you fantastic. Yeah, my name is Dayo Aderinton, and I'll be on this podcast today to share with us. Thank you.
Let's go to the next person, Giddy.
Hello, people. My name is Gideon. How's the year coming? I know everybody's expecting nice things for the new year. We wish you the same. We're just here, to talk and to see what's up.
Let's
Okay.
go to Boboji.
Hi guys, my name is Joshua. I want to say Happy New Year to you guys. We're just here, just to talk about some issues like topics, related to life. And I'm sure we're all going to have a fantastic 2025.
Fantastic. So thank you everybody for joining. As you guys are coming in, please do me a favor. Go ahead and share this broadcast with the rest of the people. If you are joining on Facebook, welcome. You're joining on Instagram, thank you very much. You're joining on Facebook, YouTube. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year one more time. So let's go straight to the topic. Dayo, Kilo Shele, what is going on? It seems like young men of today are not ready for marriage, or is it that the young ladies are the ones that are really not ready for marriage? Because I noticed that when they go on dates, it's not like they're not going on dates, but they go on dates and then they come back to say, I'm looking for another person. I was like, Kilo Shele, Shele mess up on dates, Kilo Shele. Can't you convert the date into real relationship that will end up in marriage? What are the things that you feel?
It's so many things. Like there's a lot of distractions, and I think people wants to marry just that they have so much distractions
Hmm.
going on. Social media is one of it. I think we were not designed to have this much attention. So back in the days, to meet a woman or a man, you have to dress up, go out there, do something. You see someone on your street or maybe your church or your small environment, and then you talk to them. But now, you can stay on your bed and you're meeting or talking to about 100 people per day, depending on your capability. So because we have so many options, and it's very easy to just throw away people and discard people. It's very easy not to want to commit so much and start looking for all kinds of red flags, that are not even there. So it's a distraction, and then I think people wants to marry. They're just looking for something, whatever they're looking for, and until they find
They
it,
want to marry,
and they will not settle until they find
but they
it.
are looking for something.
Yeah, they're looking for something. Yeah,
And if they didn't get
if
it,
they don't get it, they
they are
just
not ready to lower the standard.
yeah, they're not, because there's so many options. So many options. For example, as a guy right now, I could go on Instagram and message like 10 guys, I mean 10 women,
10 women.
and then the woman too can just stay on her phone, and about 20 men will be messaging her at once. So when you have too many options like that, you get confused. But if it's only one person that is coming in a year, I think you take it more seriously. So,
Mm.
but that's just one of the several things and several factors responsible for people,
Mm.
even though they're getting to see each other, but they're not making any big deal out of it.
Wow. Let's go. Let's go to Gideon. Gideon, what do you think? What do you think is going on? Women your own age, with your status, why do you think they're not really converting their dates into real relationships that will end up in marriage?
One of the things I could say, yeah, as you said, the social media has moving beyond what we normally look as marriage previously. And I felt personally that nowadays there's more accessibility than what I want, because now you can't get what you want because you know most people of my age now are looking for I would say ready made somebody that has the same characteristic or certain standard, and that's why they cannot find that standard. And they say, "Oh, I can't go below my standard," to stuff like that. And if you look at this today's society, there are a lot of women more than men, and men feel that this is a choice. It's a choice of me. If this doesn't go, the other one will go. If this doesn't make, the other one will go. So uh, I would feel like the society itself, the social media, are factors where most people, for me, of my age, don't want to marry. They want to be a lot like having a companion, and before maybe later they could move to marriage.
Hmm. Okay. I'm still expecting you guys to say some few things, but you're not getting that. Let's go to Boboje. I believe Boboje is going to get to that point.
Okay, sir. So, like I said, I've said this before. Expectations versus reality, right?
Okay.
So when they go on date, they in the kind of their head, they have the kind of man they're looking for.
Mhm.
Like he has to be tall, he has to be this, he has to be making this so much amount of money, he has to be, he has to have like put his life together, he has to be this, he has to be that, emotional compatibility, financial compatibility and values and stuff like that. So, when they go out, when they go on this date and they don't, and so most of them judge by the first date.
Yeah.
Which actually you can actually judge someone by the first date. It's impossible.
Yeah.
But going on that first date, they feel like they can actually judge you and size you up on the first date.
Mhm.
So I feel like expectations and then cultural differences.
Yeah.
Cultural differences is we have different upbringing, we have different values,
Mhm.
we have different goals.
Mhm.
So once your goals are not matching mine,
In line with mine.
it's not gonna work.
Mm. Are you guys not? You guys don't see that the part of boys not being ready for marriage.
So it's not that the part of boys not being ready for marriage.
Because you guys still want to play. I see a lot of
It's
young
not that
boys
we
also
want to
play.
play. They've seen they. So how can I say it's still boiled down to the women.
Mhm.
They've made themselves easily accessible to the man.
What do you mean? How do you break that
Like,
down?
so
Easily
like-
accessible to
like,
men.
so
Are they not
like-
supposed to be easy?
Yeah, boy. When you have a guy can have like 4, 5, 6, 7 girlfriends.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, so how do you expect a guy like that to come in?
All right, Gideon just mentioned something just now that we have a lot of women more than men. Actually, it's just in our own, society. When you look at it worldwide, it's 100 to 101.
Yes.
Okay, so but we are not ready to actually. The majority of you Nigerians are not ready to actually go to a different race to get married from. We always want to stick to Nigerians looking around and stuff like that. But what I'm talking about is that I see a lot of Nigerian men, young men, they want to play. They're just making money. Money's just coming into their pockets. So they feel like, okay, at this age of 35, 40, I still got to play, man. I have to be all over the town, enjoy myself, have like 7, 8, 9 girlfriends and stuff. And you're wasting the time of those girls that you're dating. What do you see to that?
Bad guy.
I think I see that maybe most men don't want to get married because they might have seen some example in their life and they say, I will not live this kind of life.
Uh-huh.
And secondly, you don't want somebody to slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not compatible, you don't want somebody to slow you down, or
Yeah.
somebody, especially when you marry within your culture, it's
Yeah.
a problem. It's a real problem because now, if you're that person that's always go getter,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to get married to a woman that you are law, all those things. I don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't go out there bring something in, the family is not going to be together.
In that kind of a situation, I believe communication is actually a very, very wonderful instrument, or whatever it is that you call it. When I communicate with that person, let the person know what I want, how I want it. This is what I do. This is my business. I'm not going to be around all the time. Do you want that? Can you cope with it? No, don't make me get married to you and then you now put the plug on me.
In Nigerian syndrome, they will pretend they understand. But along the line, it becomes a problem.
Maybe because the communication is not effective. Probably you didn't paint the right picture to me.
You may say, I didn't paint the right picture, but trust me.
Let me give an example.
Okay.
Sweetheart, I don't want to be a pastor, but I'm going to be associate pastor. Now, inside of my head, I'm already looking at that associate pastor as just an assistant. It's not going to be gone all the time. It's going to be available to me. So I agreed. Now, 2 years into the marriage, your pastor decided to send you to one particular place to go and head the church there. Now you are not a full-time pastor. You are messing up my life. Do you see what I'm saying? You see, if you communicate with me from the first start and say, okay, it's possible for me to be a full-time pastor, I'm not going to remain associate pastor forever. So what do you think? And if I know I'm not actually designed to be a pastor's wife, I won't even marry you. That will believe with me. There are a lot of people in the society that they want to get this girl. They will pretend to be a different person. You know what you're doing? You're giving me an impression of a wealthy person. And I'm getting married to that wealthy guy, not a poor guy. Now reality now setting after our wedding, and I found out it's actually Bobo J's house that you've been using to demonstrate all this work. I don't know what you want to say, Dayo, about this stuff.
I think we also have to take it backwards. I
Yeah.
think men have always want to play. Men always played.
Yeah.
From every generation, men played. The men who are capable, the men who are good looking, they always play.
Yeah.
But if you have the resource for it, you will play. It doesn't matter the generation you're from. So I don't think it's
Yeah.
a new thing. And then also, I think the only difference is that now we have so much options because of social media and all of those dating apps that we have. So, the effort you have to put in to meet someone, now if you put the same effort, you can meet a lot of people at once. On social media example, I keep making that reference. I don't need to step out to meet 20 women and text them. That gives me access. And because I have so many access to different women, then and I can get whatever I want from them, then why should
Sure.
I go and settle down with such women? And of course, we also have to look at the value system. What value are people bringing to the table? All right. Because, one reason why men marry is, for different kinds of reasons, right? And if you can get those things outside of marriage, then why should you marry to go and get it? In terms of sex, for example, if I can get sex, then why should I go and marry? Even companionship we're talking right now, you don't have to marry to have companionship.
Of
Right?
course.
So now you're now looking at, okay, so why do I need to be married when I can get all this? Even to make children these days, you can make children without getting married.
Of course.
So I think, but what he's saying, like, he said he doesn't want to feel like he's trapped because he's married. But essentially, I think marriage is supposed to be something or an institution that helps us organize our life. All right, in terms of our sexual needs, you're having it with one person, emotional need, one person, financial needs, spiritual needs. You have someone as a partner who can meet those needs for you. All right, which is the opposite of being a single person or someone who is not married. Someone who is not married can do anything. You can jump here and there, but once you're married, it means that you're committed to someone for the rest of your life. So if people come to that point where they feel like they don't want to commit to someone for the rest of their life,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a need for them to get married. However, to be married, okay. How about to be married? For example, you're telling a lady, "Hey, I want to be married, but I am not going to stick with you forever." Both the man that is saying it and the woman that is being said to are not honest and genuine about it. So even though the man might communicate it, right, the woman on the other side would not agree to that. We might assume that, oh, if you tell me, I would agree to you, but most of the time it won't happen. All right. So
I really don't believe anybody is going to say, I'm going to marry you, but I will not stay with you forever.
no, not stay with you. Like I won't commit to you for the rest of my life in terms of sexual.
No. I don't think anybody will say that. Marriage is 100% commitment. So if you're not yet at that point in time of understanding that, okay, marriage is commitment, you don't go near it.
Yeah, but in reality, everyone who has been married
Yeah.
and is cheating on their spouse,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
They should have known that.
Okay.
But in reality, what happens is that people are not ready to live with someone for the rest of their life
Yeah.
and commit to them to one person for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
They get married,
Mhm.
then they want to continue to live that life. That's reality, not an ideal thing. An ideal thing is that when you're married, you're supposed to stick to someone for the rest of your life. But
Yeah.
in our reality now, it doesn't happen that way.
Okay.
So what happens is that people get married, either they fool themselves to think
Mhm.
something, or they deceive the other person to think that this is how they're going to live their life. Then when they get into it, they're still living some kind of life.
Yeah.
And then there's problem.
Yeah.
So practically,
Mhm.
to get a woman to marry, and to marry the man who wants to marry but does not want to commit to one person for the rest of his life,
Mhm.
he has to go the route of deceiving the person, and that always work. All right, it always look like someone, like example you made, someone who is taking videos and showing off a extravagant lifestyle. After marriage, turns out that he was using his friend's home for that display.
Yeah.
Right, he's trying to prove a point to someone to get them on his side. So deception, lies have always worked. So if we know that we want to fix that, then we have to sit down, both man and woman, and live in reality. All right, and I think that's where I put a peg to it.
All right, let me go to Bobo J now. I see the point as in, like, okay, a man is not going to 100% commit to a woman throughout his lifetime, because they do fall out of love.
True.
They might be seeing some other things that they are looking for
Well,
in another woman.
I see no why a man should know. That's number one thing is if you are married to your friend, you understand. I see why a man should not have a 100% commitment to one woman for the rest of his life.
Can you continue to eat ogbono and not eat ila lasipo?
Can we make references?
Yeah.
Can we use like our parents?
Yes.
Yeah, because because
you don't even bring your parents into this, because
it's true.
our parents are actually they're
I think they were the last.
they're terrible more than us.
They were just dying. in
Everyone
silence.
was they did
Their own wives,
propagated.
Well, if I use okay, maybe
you don't know Jack. You don't know Jack about your parents.
I know a lot, sir.
No, you don't.
I know.
No, you don't.
I know, sir.
No, there's a lot of things that mommy will never tell you.
I know a lot about
I said they don't tell you this
That's
stuff.
because we are too that close that I know a lot.
I said she won't tell you a lot of
Let
things.
me make a good example.
That's why I want to use. That's why I want to use.
Yeah.
That's why I want to use. Like, can we use like our homes that we grew up from?
Yeah, use it, but don't say 100% you know exactly you know.
Yeah, because
It's what they wanted to see that you see it.
I because my dad was till he passed away. You know,
Yeah.
I knew him to be. I grew up knowing him to be a pastor. You know, as far back as way 1992, 1990, my dad was already a pastor. So
Yeah.
I'm just.
ladies and gentlemen.
So it's just about So it's just about like I know much about him, man.
Yeah.
I know what happened. I know how we grew up. I know.
Yeah.
Plus, I can still remember a lot. You know.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying.
I know.
So for my parents, you know, I see the 100%, and I've said something before. Why we were, I don't see because it's discipline.
Yeah.
It's discipline.
Yeah.
A man can be 100% committed to a woman.
Yeah.
If you love that woman
Yeah.
and you are disciplined,
Yeah.
that's all it takes.
Be part of discipline. Now, in those days, let me open your eyes to something. In the days of our fathers, those guys were more like a superstars. They would do things their wife, women at that point in time, they don't have the right to question a man.
True.
Okay? They don't. Women in those days, they will get married and stay married. They remain in the relationship, married. Either they like it or they don't. You want to hear, right?
Yes,
Either they like it or they don't. They must remain. They must remain loyal to the man. So I really don't want to use our mothers. They went to their grave with a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. They went to their graves. But what I'm talking about, Gideon, let's go to Gideon here. My point is that why do we have to date 7 girls? Why not just, how do you know when you find the right person?
Well, I will tell you you could say instinct, but sometimes instinct doesn't work. When you meet someone and everything starts gelling,
Yeah.
then you invite God to it. God asks, is he the one or not? Not because the woman has everything. But also, one thing is that one mistake I know is that I will not look at his strength, I will look at his weakness. That will determine for me whether I'm going to really, this is a person I can marry.
Mhm.
Or not, because most people look at the lady's strength, he can do this, he can do that.
Yeah.
Forgetting that once you see that weakness, it becomes a problem later. So I will more focus on that weakness to be able to determine that yes, I can live with this person or not.
Let me stop you here. And I'm going back to Darius' point.
Okay.
Is it possible? Nobody is trying to take us back to 1926. But is it possible in this day and age for a man to even be married and be committed 100%?
It's possible. Now that is why I say
It's not
that's why I
possible.
said discipline.
It's not. It's not.
Okay. Let's start. Let him take this point and then I'll come in. That's
So
the,
you go first.
no, you take your point. He said it's not
There's
possible.
You said it's not possible, right?
There's an idea that says sometimes you do what you don't want to do to get to where you want to be. And
Who created that one?
yes, I
Must be from Gideon. That's gospel according to Gideon.
No, it's just a code though.
Okay.
So, no matter how you say 100%, marriage is a stage.
Yeah.
And at the first stage, second stage, you may be, it's real. But distraction comes in at later stage. Maybe family, maybe something. No matter how you try to commit 100% to a woman, there are things that will start derailing you.
Okay.
Hold on, there's things
No.
when you talk about commitment, you're talking like okay. When you're talking about
It
about
still boils down to discipline.
But they don't agree for you.
no.
It still boils.
Listen, there's no man that is disciplined. Let's not talk about that.
It still boils down to discipline. Baba, if you marry fine woman, where both of them they fly together, like everything works like this. Like you marry your friend, you dated that very girl. You guys don't even announce that.
Let me ask you a question.
Boss, I don't want to.
Babaji,
You're alive. When I was married, and I will still say it again. When I was married,
Yeah.
Baba, I do Boro very well. I be Boro boy when I was in school. When I
Yeah.
was married, Baba, I never. For those years that I was married, I never cheated. I never saw any.
They are hailing you. They think you're a good person.
Babaji,
They said
I never saw any.
is a good
I never
person.
saw any. You asked me because hold on. I married my friend. She was sexy. She was everything I wanted in a woman.
So you
Yeah.
faithful.
So those periods that we were married,
yeah.
I never saw anybody,
Yeah.
and that was on point.
that's what I'll give
Yeah,
you.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It boils down to discipline.
I will give you an
That's what I'm saying. It boils down to discipline, and then who you choose to marry. Because at the end of the day, my lord, all are still the same thing. Oh.
Like the same thing.
Yeah.
The same breast, the same vagina, the same thing.
But you know, when you have a woman that can,
But it all depends on how you use it, right?
depends on when you now have a woman that can at night be freaky for you,
Yeah.
in the day go to church and look only, and you guys are spontaneous.
Only God.
You won't even have the time to do whatever I'm saying. You won't have time.
You won't have that.
You won't, because even cheating is time
It will be
consuming.
difficult for
It
you.
will be difficult.
It
for
is
you.
time consuming.
It's time consuming.
Money consuming.
It's time consuming.
Okay.
Why
Gideon, make your point.
why I wouldn't agree with you is that I've seen the person that they love he has a wife and they just, like we say, Tom and Jerry, perfect marriage. But what really triggered me is that I was like looking that person as, somebody I could reckon with, a brother.
Yeah.
But one day was like, I went to, some arena and I saw somebody by the side. I go, who be this one? Oh, now my friend, I want one open. But later at the time, a walk open say, no matter how, you must get somebody by the side. This man was disciplined. I knew as a disciplined person.
Somebody said, as fine as you be, they cheat. Said a good man.
That's for those periods that I was married.
Let him finish his point. When they come back to you, I get one big question I want to ask you.
I knew I was a disciplined person,
Yeah.
But what happened is that Then I asked him a question. I said, "Bro, you and your wife, everything." I look up to you. The guy said, "Yes, anything we want, I give up." But at the same time, there are things that maybe no matter how, you will still want to find it outside. I don't know why. It doesn't give me a good reason for that. But will I say that man wasn't disciplined? Marriage for
Let's go to the coach. Let's go to the coach. You want to make a point here?
Yeah, I think even right now in our generation, we still have guys who are married and they're not sleeping around. We have guys who will be married tomorrow and they will not cheat on their spouse. But if you're looking at last scale, we're not looking at one person out of a billion people. We are talking about last scale.
Right.
Last scale, majority of men cannot take a committed one woman for the rest of their life. Am I saying it's a good thing? No. But that's the reality of our lives. All right. But one thing we like to do is to just fool ourselves. Most people are married to men who are sleeping around. All right. So in the on the last scale, right, it's we can say it's a very tough thing. But there are still individuals, even this generation as messed up as it seems, right? We still have guys who will be married next tomorrow, and they will stick to one man for the rest of their life. And also, we also have to look at certain factors. All right. Some guys have it hard, right, to get women. All right. Those kind of guys, for example, you spend 2 years to find a woman, right? When you get into a relationship, you're more committed than someone who, without the blinking, the girls are all over him. So there are different scenarios, different situations. All right. So we have to look at it holistically. We are not saying people should go around marry and then start sleeping around, but in reality, what is the reality of your life? Let's talk about the reality of things and look for practical ways to solve these problems.
One thing I feel like is still part of the reality is we are not marrying our friend. Develop a relationship. Go out. Know your differences.
Yeah.
Know your do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
If you guys can do that before going into that marriage, trust me, sir, I feel like it's still good with self-respect and discipline on the part of the man and the woman. It's gonna work.
You believe it's lack of discipline.
It's because it's lack of discipline. You're still gonna get the same.
You don't believe in. I want to go wrong right now. You see, for me,
So I love that, and then I've done it all, and I'll still tell you, Pastor, this is how it should.
I want to go wrong right now. Now, in a situation whereby you're married to a Nigerian woman, okay, and these Nigerian women, most of them don't demand for sex. Now, in the part of the man that is married and wants to be faithful, for real, I'm not lying here. A time will come when you actually demand for sex first time, second time, and you're rejected. The third time you'll never demand no more.
So why finish that?
No. You have to
Why are you married to somebody like that that can't satisfy you?
very good. Because during our work days, we must not sex is something that we can talk about.
That's the whole point.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's why it's
Secondly, there are times whereby women will after having babies, then sex will not be number one on the top of the list anymore.
correct.
But it's still on the top of the list for the men.
That's correct.
Right? Some people will say, okay, I have a low libido. Some people will say, okay, I don't feel sexy anymore. Sometimes they get bigger. Maybe they gain some weight. And now they have to tell you to turn up the light when you want to have sex. They're not really comfortable in their own skin anymore. At that point in time, this guy is actually looking to have sex 3 times a week, some 4 times a week, but he's not getting it. Then the next thing is, every time he goes to wife, the wife says, no, I don't want it. So what do you think? Do you want that guy to die like that?
It goes down to that you can help the woman. Everyone is your friend. She's your partner. Okay, let's do this. She's giving back, but she feels overwhelmed. She feels she's not sexy anymore. Take her to the gym. Be her friend. Encourage her. Take a diet for her now.
Okay, go ahead.
So we can use few people to speak. We have to look at large scale. Someone can be beautiful, you can be best of friends, and people will still go ahead and still go and cheat. It's very, very, very possible.
Look at large scale. Someone can be beautiful, you can be best
It's
of
better now. It's said great.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't think it's it's about
Better
someone
now.
marrying someone that is beautiful. I don't think it's about marrying your best friend. People who marry to their best friend today, they are no longer together. All right, if that's what really makes things. Why do people who married each other as best friend most beautiful when they're still divorced?
It's still the same thing.
So-
It's
so
still
now-
the same
These guys are not getting. These guys are not getting the point. It's not about being beautiful. It's not. Guys.
So if it's the same,
Guys.
why didn't they apply it?
Guys,
and
this
make
is
it work?
not about being beautiful.
It's not.
No, you guys don't get the point. The point is greater than that. You as a bobo, you be bobo chain for town. You can tap and get any girl anytime you want it. Then your wife now rendered you useless in the house. Then you become zero.
Pastor, you think if your wife too should back up and look good, she don't go command street?
Listen, you're not getting this point. You're not getting this
If she
point.
looks good and take care of herself,
It's not about looking good. It's about character. It's about mindset. Do you know you can be married to the most beautiful girl in the whole world and still be miserable?
yes, but it can be worked on.
How? No!
If you can walk in on it, nobody will be divorced.
But that's what I'm saying. Baba J, you are talking fairy tale. Fairy tale stuff you're talking.
You're just talking about.
You're talking fairy tale.
So if they could work it, they will still be together. That's
Do you understand? Do you understand that there are some women, their mindset, they already developed their mindset from their father's house? There are some women, they believe that their mother control their father, they must control their husband. How do you change that? How do you educate such a man, a woman? How? Do you know some women, they have a low mindset? They have to date 7, 8, 9, 10 people because they must make that kind of money that they need. They don't care about you being married to them. All they want from you is just babies. That's it. Some women are not good for a good man. They are good for musicians. If you marry them, you will die.
You die. True.
It's mindset. It's not about beauty. It's not about beauty. It's about mindset. We are getting married to mindset. Some people, their mindset is sex is not food,
Okay, so
and you can't change it.
and you can't change
It's
it.
not being.
I see the point, which is true.
It's not being.
No matter how you try,
You can't change it.
You cannot change it.
Talk all you like. It doesn't make any difference.
that's how they see life. In this life that we live, some people see life as a competition. They compete with other people,
Yes.
and you know they're going to drag you into that competition too.
Yeah.
All right, and you don't want that. When your wife started buying a shebi that worth almost about 1 million naira every month,
That's a problem.
because they see it as a competition, they must actually compete with that woman over there. By the time your wife started carrying your news all around the place, becoming a talkative, talking about your family issues with pastors, with prophets, and everybody all around the place, that would destroy your life. You know what I said one time, Dayo? I said, never marry any woman that is actually addicted to prophets and pastors. They will destroy your life before you know it.
Definitely. And you can't change those people.
And you can change it.
You can't change it.
The best thing for us to do in life is to marry the right person. And to find the right person, you must first of all know who you are.
Yeah.
It is you that will dictate who you get married to. You know, we're starting from a point whereby we say, why is it that women don't get to convert dates into marriage? From my own side, I know that there are so many women in the society that are bad. And you guys already, what's that? What do you need?
I was looking for the eyes. The eyes.
The eyes? The eyes? Okay, that's the eyes one. It's the one. You know, you guys already found out that there are so many bad women out there. But you see, if a bad guy, if a man, if you should attract a bad person, what does that mean?
Jesus.
Check yourself.
It means you're bad yourself. What are we talking about? Don't because of beauty or big breast or big bum marry. Marry mindset. Is this person going to listen? Is this person going to be a team player? Is this person going to support me? Is this person going to team up with me and make things happen? The moment you start saying it from dating time that when you take a woman out to drink or to eat, and by the time you guys are leaving there, the waiter is already pissed off. Gideon, what's the sign? What's that sign for you?
Trouble.
That's trouble right there. If you go out and eat, and then by the time they bring the bill, Boboje, and the bill is $700, what's that telling you?
Serious troublemaker, sir.
Huh?
Make you run away.
Oh, okay. What's that telling you? Now, on Christmas Day, you bought a girl a very nice gift that was probably like $200, and she looked at it like this and didn't say thank you to you. What's that telling you?
Red flags. Red flags.
All
That's
right.
one.
So it is not every girl that you see on the street, every beautiful girl you see that is well trained and well cultured. So we will add all of this stuff we are talking about right now. Everything will be totally erased if men. I always want to go back to it, Dio. If men could go back to being real men.
If men could go back to being real men.
Social media messed us up. Big things, the more like.
Yeah.
You reason Ọlọ́run for my life.
Yeah.
That is what we go for. And that's what's causing the problem. Then the ladies, the target of ladies.
We have one working.
No, sister.
We might have a lady joining the debate.
What do you call it? The problem, the target of women, men.
We're still the price.
Whatever they do it because they want to get you.
Yeah.
When they go to the salon, their hair is for you. The makeup, now you. The coste, now you. The jeans, now you. The bonbon, now you. It's all because of your pocket. All because of your pocket. And once they get into your pocket, you're done.
That's it.
And that's it. Okay?
Team school.
So,
Okay.
so what just said.
Let me read the comment.
I totally disagree.
Come on, sit here.
100%.
Bros, I know where I agree.
Honestly.
I agree. I know.
See,
I know.
online people are already agreeing. You will see that if you really want to live a good life and enjoy marriage and relationship, everything starts from and with the man. You can't fault a woman.
Period.
You can't fault a woman for how they behave. We are the ones. This is who you are here. This Shakir. You can't fault a woman how they behave. They will behave like that because the target is. Why is she dressed up like this? Why?
So you have a sexy.
Babaji, why?
Why?
Man, he's so talking. Dayo, why is he dressed up like this?
Because of men.
No, she will say, thank you. She will say she's comfortable, right? But in the real sense of it, she want to turn heads.
Ben, you can't follow daddy.
Attention.
Babaji is already melting. The moment she walked in, Babaji went like this. I was looking at him. He went like this.
Hey, bros. Ebo, which kind? Ebo, I'll bite you and hand you.
You see what I'm saying? So the issue here is very simple. I think everything should be in the hands of the guy. Now, you see, a woman can't marry you. A woman can't just marry you unless she's rich and she's willing to buy a husband. But men, we decide who we want to be with. That was talking about we having 7 girlfriends and 7 all this and all kinds of stuff. In my own day, who are doing that as we're sampling, trying to know which one is the best and which one's not. These days, it's a lifestyle. You must have 7 girlfriends, 20 girlfriends. You carry this one, you drop this one, you carry that one, you drop that one. Now, you may say it's sampling too, but you see so many guys that have missed real women.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, okay, let me just have multiple. So for a man, number one thing you must first of all know is yourself. What kind of a woman you're looking for. Tó bá lọ gbé pa mí nkú, tó bá lọ lọ torí aṣọ Demilade.
Go follow Yash.
Go follow Yash.
Àti bàtà Demilade. Àti ìyájú Demilade tó bá fi lọ sọ pé marry me. Tó bá sọ pé marry me.
Oh,
We go follow plastic.
marry wahala.
Okuniyan, you have in you. I'm a bad
Although I done for your Friday.
The best thing for you to do is to look at what is Demilade's mindset.
That's another thing.
Why did I be the only female that
If Demilade is the one that, if Boboji, if you should go, if you go shopping.
Nah, we've changed topic now to go jail.
No, we're using everybody.
I don't understand. Why not the example?
Gideon, if you carry Demilade go shopping.
I know they go.
No,
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
He said,
if you carry Demilade go shopping,
Baba, they hear you.
alright? If Demilade didn't stop you after getting towards 300, and Demilade didn't stop you and say, Benny, are you sure? And then you say, and you are the one that says, no problem. And then she's, she's allowing you to go to 400, and she didn't stop you.
Oh boy. Alarm me that.
Alarm be that.
Alarm
Wait,
me.
hold on. How is that an alarm? You offered to take me shopping, right? You didn't give a budget of how much you
Do
want
I have to
spend.
give a budget?
I know, but regardless, it's if you tell someone, "Oh, I'm taking you shopping," then that means you are actually telling the person we're going to spend.
That
We are
means
going
you
to
are not
spend.
considerate. That's it.
I'm not
Do you know what we're talking about? You know what we're talking about? If Gideon is actually dating you right now, and dating you, and is showing the sign of maybe
Okay.
we don't actually jump the broom, right?
Okay.
You should show the real character of a real wife. The real character of a real wife is to actually make him to see how beautiful you are outward and inside. How you will help him to be able to save money to do great things in life, not to squander his money.
Okay. So
It's different from, see, this one is different from bingo. If I want a bingo now, that bingo, I don't care. Okay, bingo, every $1,000 food, I don't care.
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but my question is, if it's not something that is a common thing, that it's a one-time thing, like, oh, let's go shopping, like, you know that, okay, this is not something that he does on the usual, and he offers, let's go shopping,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of, it depending on the situation of things. If he's not somebody that, if he's not somebody that spends often, right, and he just does it one-time thing, you are going with the mindset of, okay, he's taking me shopping. So I can see what you're doing with the corner of my eye, but because I didn't stop you does not mean I'm insensitive. Or
You are. You should stop him. You know where he's getting money from? You work too now. Can you spend $500 on yourself?
yes, I can
You work-
spend $500.
Get out of here.
Yes, I've done it
You can't
before.
spend it.
Yes, I'm taking my. Yes, I've done it. No,
You should-
be for you. I can call. I've done it before.
Demi,
We get
if
to
this
spend,
guy-
and I
if-
say, pick what you want.
Demi,
It's on me. This is on me. I've done it before.
Demi, if you take me shopping, and I actually the moment you get to 500, I'll ask you, are you really sure? I'll say, are you sure you're not for one?
What do you mean?
I will be concerned. I will be concerned for your life.
No, of course I'll be concerned.
Yeah.
Of course I'll be
That's a
concerned, but
level,
still, then we've gotten to a level where I feel like
That's a
I
level.
can.
That's a level of dating that you know that okay, you guys are different. Yep. Now let me say I'm actually okay, let's say I'm dating now. So let me say I'm dating now. Let me say I'm dating a doctor, right?
Why can't you say I'm dating
No,
him
I
like
just want to say.
Why was it not the idea as example? I'm going to answer.
because me, I want the example that I could see. Example that I could.
Doctor, when they talk, doctor, them money.
Okay, don't get money. I'm dating a doctor.
money now. Continue.
No,
Okay, you're dating a doctor. Let's say you're dating a doctor.
but I'm not acting that way.
Let's just say you're dating a doctor now. Let's say you're dating a doctor.
I just want to buttress on our point.
Okay, you want to support that point?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Which is no, but I mean, I think like the way.
You need to see your face.
So like okay, so like let's say I'm dating a doctor and I'm an engineer. I know the salary range of a doctor, right? I know how much he earns. So I've seen his lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've been to his place. I know where he lives. We've been going out back and forth. I know like probably we don't even do 50-50. Like it takes care of most of the bills, and then he says let's go shopping.
Yeah.
And then we are shopping, and we've got about 500, 1,000, and we're not stopping.
Yeah.
for someone that is making about 250, 300. I'm not stopping. I'm still going ahead.
You know who you're dating before you
I know who
start
I'm
dating.
I want to talk to the. I want to talk.
Who you're dating.
I'm telling you.
If you know I'm a designer person, that's all I wear.
Everybody's just
What were you
realistic.
expecting?
Who are you, man? You're a couple.
Come be
That's what I'm saying.
Authority.
Everybody's dating within their bracket.
Oh!
Oh, you guys don't understand, Jack.
Pastor,
Yes, go
You
ahead.
didn't listen
I'll go
to
explain to you.
You didn't listen to what he said.
Whoa, what did he say?
He said, if I'm dating a doctor
Hey, doctor.
and he's using his money, I'm doing everything. You're talking in a setting of like you've married. You're not talking in a setting that you're dating. That's
No,
what
No,
he
he
said.
said dating.
I said
No,
we
no,
are
you said
dating. We have
they're
been
not
together
even
for.
doing 50-50.
You're not doing.
Of course, they're dating. There are situations where you're
You
dating
cannot
someone
be
and
doing
a guy is
50-50.
paying your bill. No. Okay. Let me keep
Listen,
quiet. It's okay.
you're saying a set of. You are not saying in a set of. You're saying a set of marriage, not dating.
Bros,
You know 50-50.
let me
There are men that
Bros, let me let you know
bills.
the reality of life. is that
100%.
There's a part of life that you've seen that is different from part of life people are living.
Exactly. There
Forget
are
those.
guys that pay women's
That's
bills.
why-
All right.
There's a part of life that we are
Can I
living,
come in?
and there's a part of life that other people are living.
That's why we say
It's very different.
When we're talking,
It's very different, though.
When we're talking, we have to talk generally.
Bros,
And not use few people.
Yeah.
To judge
Example of
things.
doctor,
Baba.
you're making the percentage of doctor. I mean, people dating doctor.
no.
It's
you're
very
getting it wrong.
limited. People are dating average people. They are dating someone working under the table. They are dating
Thank
an
you.
average guy working as a construction guy.
Thank you.
Doing normal jobs.
Thank you.
All right.
God bless you.
So
I
in
get
that
what you're
scenario,
saying.
all right, in that scenario, okay, in that scenario, as a woman, it takes you out to go and date. I mean, to go and.
Then you see now you are
Now
specifying.
you
Now
tell me
you are
now.
specifying and telling me, oh, if he's doing menial jobs, if he's not making that much money. Exactly.
No. Guys. Don't.
The bracket has changed.
Please. It's not. No. Please, can I explain myself? Let me. I started this thing now. Now, class by class. I'm a doctor, right? And I'm making $1 million a year. And I'm taking my girlfriend out for shopping. It gets to a point whereby I will get to. She should stop me.
Ben, are you
Not at
listening?
$1,000.
No, listen. No. I'm not talking about. No.
That's what I'm saying.
See, listen.
That's what I'm
I'm talking about categories now. Now, what you're trying to find out is the character of that girl.
Can't just be spending money.
It is not about how much I hate.
This is what you do every day.
No.
It's
No,
not
listen, no. Even with that.
You never do it.
No. Oh,
It's not what you do.
It's
That's how
a
people
red
buy
flag.
woman.
That's a red flag. That is a red flag.
No, I won't take that as a red flag. It's just as a bracket where you find
No.
I'll take
It
as
is a. You're not getting the point. I'm not talking about the value. I'm not talking about money.
It's a red
I'm
flag.
talking about character. Now, if I'm dating a girl, listen to me. If I'm dating a girl now and then she just on my birthday she just gave me a Mercedes Benz.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to me. I'll first of all sit her down. What exactly do you do? Now you'll be shocked. We have a guy right now. Right now that we have a guy in our midst. Every day we see him, you'll be saying, Pastor I'm paying. We don't know what he was doing. We didn't stop him. Now he's about to bite us. If you don't understand, I know what I'm talking about in my brain.
No, sir.
You see, when we're talking here, we're not talking about money, the value. We're talking about the character of the lady.
You are still right. Which is still what
The lady herself.
I'm supporting you, sir.
Now, the character of the lady is, even though you know I'm a doctor, and I earn $1 million a year, and I'm taking you shopping, and just kind of like giving you my credit card, and say, buy whatever you like. A really decent girl, even knowing my value, my worth, we still spend money to a level and say, you know what, this is enough.
I know what I'm saying. You have $1 million. You give a girl to spend your card and she spend like 20-30K. That's absurd. But you earn $1 million, a girl is spending 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
We're not talking about, we are still not getting it.
That is what I'm saying.
No.
Let's break it by level.
Yeah, it's
Let's break it down to the. Let's not categorize
It's
it
class.
down.
Yeah, it's class.
So if I have $1,000, I give you my card. Don't spend more than $20.
You know what I'm saying?
If I have $500, I
It's
give
the
my
same.
card.
That's you're not getting the point, but
That's what I'm
you're getting
saying.
the point. You see, it's
class by
class.
It's talking
It's
about
class by
The
class.
purpose, the purpose I'm talking about is the girl should stop me,
Yeah.
knowing fully well I'm actually going out with this guy, and this guy is about to get married to me, or maybe will may be married to me. I need to show myself to be that kind of girl that's reliable.
Sir?
So why are we using
Sir,
shopping as
it
a
might
example?
go. It might. So what? So what is not going to make it? What you're talking about? If it's if the guy is selfish, now the guy is doing.
Yeah.
She's not reciprocating
Yeah.
in any. That's a problem. The guy is doing.
Is
You
it-
have to do.
Is it-
That is the only. That one now will be a problem.
Ideally,
You see,
that is-
you're making me boy.
sometimes you're not spending that much. Most of the time, you're the only one doing it.
Do you know I will never?
That's what I'm
Me, I
saying.
don't date somebody and I don't
Don't
spend
do
money on them.
that.
I don't know how to
Don't
do
do that. You can't just be spending.
let me give you
It's a one-way traffic. It can't be a
Let
one-way.
me
It
give
can't be
you
a
an
one-way
example.
traffic.
Yeah.
Okay, I took a lady first time, went second time, third time. You know, and the third time, I expect at least if you don't pay the bill, at least pay the tip. She still sat down and made me pay the tip. Then I said to myself, "You've been a boss stop." Because what? He's not getting what you're saying.
You see mindset. When I'm talking about mindset,
I know, sir.
for some women, they believe a man should take care of me. A man should take care of me. It's different now. You take care of me, I take care of you.
It's
Now,
it's supposed to.
it's supposed to be. I take care of you, I take care of you, take care of me. Now,
Back and
once you begin to see the red flag that the woman is now putting burden
On the-
on you, don't marry her.
That's what I'm saying, sir. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
if you marry such, there's no education. There's no amount of education you could give to that person that will change that mindset.
You're already being selfish.
That's it.
You are just being selfish.
Yes.
Sir.
You can't. You are just being selfish. So it's different from the point. It's different from the point that you give to us.
No, it's the same
it's
thing.
the same thing.
Same thing.
It's the same
Let
thing.
me even buttress what is going on. Now, even if I'm making $1 million every month, and I take a lady out for shopping,
Yeah.
I make $1 million every month.
Yes.
Whatever you're going to shop for, as a reasonable person, right, should be something you know that you personally can afford.
That's yes, I agree with that one.
So you don't spend money based on the fact that you know I earn so much money. Yeah, you don't.
You're blocking my camera. Come this.
So you don't spend money because you think I have a
There's a
lot.
seat over there. There's a seat over there.
You spend it based on what you can afford. Then when you now spend based on what you can afford,
Oh, mommy, thank you. Miguel.
so you don't because you see $1 million in my account, you now say okay, yeah, you can go and spend 20,000 or 30,000.
Go this way.
All right.
Phil, you'll be in the living room.
According to
How are
what
you?
you can afford.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Oh no, sorry. Dew will be in the room. Miguel, sorry.
No,
you go flow inside
the
topic.
meet I got here, they drop inside.
You go see topic very soon.
So, you
Yeah. So let me finish my point. So even though I'm making $1 million every month, I want to take a.
Cram Bondis, Pastor Walistic. How you doing, sir?
You should spend based on what you can afford as a man. When you now shop, and I see what you shop, as a reasonable guy, I will not say shop for more. As a reasonable girl, you shop what you personally can afford.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. On my own reasonable.
But you didn't get out, and the thing with this.
Why? You can take more. You can add more. That's how things should be.
No. It should be everybody's perspective.
how it should
That should be. It's a
Like, I've
standard.
said it like if.
Are you?
I've said it. You can't be selfish. I can't be the one buying.
Even people online, I agree.
You can't be. I can't be the one buying.
No. It's not about buying.
it's not about it.
It's not about buying. You see, what you're talking about is that a woman should be able to understand that, all right, I'm in a relationship. And this guy is actually watching me every step of the way. What I say, what I do. I'm not supposed to be a greedy person. Even though he's offering me that 100%, he gave me that open door.
You sure?
Blank check, write anything there. I will not do that. I will not mess up this opportunity. Instead of me spend, I know this guy could afford $20,000,
Right.
but I won't spend 20,000. When I get to 5,000, I'll give him back his card. And if he asks me, say, why, come and buy some more things.
Good.
I'll be like, oh, that's good. I'm sorry.
Right.
And so then I go buy it. But see, a lady shouldn't just keep spending. The moment she starts spending and keeps spending, it's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
She doesn't value you. She doesn't
all.
care about you. She only care about your money. She will squander it. She doesn't care if you actually dump her tomorrow. Now she enjoy today.
Yes, now big.
It's about today, not about tomorrow. A lady should think of tomorrow, not today. Oh, but
You
what
know
day?
that a lot of females
sorry.
don't fall in this mindset of
Yeah, they
being
don't.
intentional about anything.
Yeah, that's why they don't have hope.
That's what exactly. So what I would do to someone I'm dating is I'll take you. Oh, let's go shopping. I want to buy you a gift for your birthday, or I want to buy you something just because I want to.
owó ti gbé goat meat ní ìjà yẹn ọ́ ṣe goat meat sọ́gọ̀ ẹsẹ̀ kò sí yàtọ̀ wọ́n bá ṣe kò sí yàtọ̀ wọ́n kò ṣe ẹsẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe sí yàtọ̀ 12 o'clock la pe meeting miguel wa yan bọ̀ sí.
bọ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ o text mi náà.
bọ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ o text o dẹ́ o pé bọ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ náà o pé bọ̀bọ̀ jẹ́ ní 11:45. èyí sì let me tell you something Demilade o lè support obìnrin kankan bí wọ́n lè wú.
I'm not supporting any female. I'm just saying that there are not all female things the way you think that you shouldn't spend continuously. Everybody is different. You can't. Some people don't have that mindset.
You try it with me, you never marry.
They don't have a mindset.
That's what's
That's how they're gonna be.
who will marry you before? No one marry you. No be my card. Go ask Boboje for a card.
Pastor,
Boboje, give am card.
let me give another instance. You see? I say.
Wow, yo.
You know what? Everybody know Boboje online to be the nice guy. They say Boboje is nice guy. You are blocking my camera out.
Yeah, move this way.
Go you come to your brother's side
Come
here.
here, come here.
Go by your brother.
So, there's a situation where
Malo bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
there was a lady that I always like. My one is just to take her out. I feel like, that's what she enjoys.
Yeah.
But one day she just told me, why not we sit at home, get food, eating the house, why we going out every time? And I said to myself, wow. You understand? Wow. I said, wow. So, I'm going to fẹ́ jálẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Mo tún fún mi ní ìyẹn mo tún ṣe kí ni?
Wow.
With consideration.
You good?
But what I know is that if a woman, you take a woman for a shopping and if she's spending, not really taking certain things into consideration, I bet you.
But you do know that there are some ladies, before you date a lady, you already know the type of person you are dating. If you go carry a girl that has a bunch of Hermes bracelet or what they call it, whatever it is, and she's carrying what are you expecting when you go shopping? That she will just spend 500 and she will stop? No, I'm asking. No,
I would even take that person shopping even.
oh, exactly. So if you meet a babe that has a bunch of Van Cleef bracelet, Hermes, she's wearing only designers.
Then tomorrow.
What were you expecting when you go shopping? She will keep swiping. She's not going to stop.
You don't love me.
She's not going to stop.
Any woman who does not plan with you is not ready to stay with you.
That's why I said it's not every female that has the mindset of, oh, I need to be considerate. This is someone I want to set. Every female is
So
different.
foundation also matters.
Exactly. What you didn't learn, you can't give what you don't have.
The guy starts.
Oh yeah, exactly. Thank
How
you.
the guy started.
You started buying me a Chanel bag.
This goat meat. In 20.
In 20 years, you won't be pro Sabi.
No, but that's something.
Like it's like okay, what else?
In the freezer.
I get fish. Maybe we'll put pepper soup for fire.
Yeah, because pepper soup for fun.
And you are.
You need to get bread in.
What to get bread, Dayo?
You better local sometime.
But gone local today.
Then I told you a portion, you don't eat sir.
I don't eat pie.
Dayo, just only
You
check.
don't eat epa.
Okay, teacher.
Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ òyìnbó burúkú ni
I'm
ẹ̀rọ.
dying my time, Demilade alone. I don't eat epa.
Charge over there now. Who's that? Who's that? That charger. That's it.
Coordinator ti sọ lọ.
Use that.
Coordinator ti jẹ sleep.
Yeah?
So guys, let's get back to this. Let's get back, guys.
Ó lọ ti jẹ pa.
So essentially, it's not about
iPhone chargers.
Yeah, I have one
this
over there.
conversation is not about money. It's about
You are using money as an example.
using spending money to check the kind of woman that you're with. So using that to check.
Somebody said I will say no. That's a no.
Exactly, that's what it should be. So, and like Pastor already said, if she continues to spend like that and she's not stopping, most of the time, she just wants to chop money and go. You understand? Because women, if a woman loves you, right, she will help you to save.
Burn.
She help you to save. So the fact that I have $1 million in my account does not give a yardstick to the swiping card. You understand? It doesn't mean you should be swiping cards.
No, but another thing is this. There's something called
Who's this one now?
the icebreaker, which I call the icebreaker anointing. If as a girl, no wait. If as a girl, the guy,
It's the icebreaker anointing.
and yes, if as a girl, a guy comes to me to entice me, and I've been praying God send me destiny helpers. You know, this guy comes as a destiny helper. Financially. He starts with financial. Now that one God don't answer.
I feel you.
God has answered that part. But now you want to be a destiny helper and at the same time you want to be a lover.
No possible now.
It can't be possible. So that's the problem a lot of our guys make. That's the mistake they make. They start up with trying to entice a girl with money.
Thinking they're doing something.
My first date with you is me getting to know you.
Right.
You know, not for me to say let's go shopping for my first date or let's go to very expensive places.
Restaurant.
It is when I know that you are mine and we got a plan together. Now, that's when I can start saying, yeah, now you're the queen of my castle and you need to be involved in the spending of this money.
Castle.
You know, so a woman cannot be in a queendom and wants to chop the money in my kingdom. It's not possible. So we as guys, we need to get started with the fact that hey, this woman we're meeting, it's good to spend money on a woman you really care about, no doubt. But don't make it look like I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
before
right,
you know
you're
that
right.
Santa, they will turn you to Satan.
What you are
You
using?
spend your money for nothing.
That's a very, very valid point.
That is your listening.
You haven't spoken for the young boys. You haven't spoken to a girl. You don't know if she realizes you give her AirPods. You give her AirPods just to make sure if she will give you attention. So you've just shown her that you're all about the gift, and she'll be ready to get more. That's all it is.
You're paying love with your pocket. Not from your pocket.
Just our takers, they will take.
That's right.
Just as we give them sperm and they incubate, we give them money, they will chop up.
Who they drop your money?
Women now.
Women.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the guy who is giving it to them. If a woman chops your money, she's doing the right thing she's supposed to do. It is you as a man that should know what you're doing. Alright? And probably use that to checkmate or to see if she's the kind of woman you want to spend the rest of your life with.
All the women are going to town now, chop and clean out.
At least, not all. Most.
Most of them.
You guys can't be saying that. Come on. You can't be saying that. There are so many terrible men out there too.
These women, I shop and clean out their food.
I would say most.
Yeah. Terrible.
And there are men like that too.
Yeah.
Especially in Africa.
Guys, you guys want to go inside and watch TV? Or you're cool with it? You're cool with it? Okay.
They see a lady with a good car. They see a potential sugar mommy. Gigolos.
Gigolos.
You know. But a man who knows the value of himself.
That man, they do gigolo.
That man, they do
Why they do
What? There are men that don't believe they should spend their own money.
There are actually women who recruit men gigolo.
Not even, let's forget about the gigolo thing. In our society here in Houston, there are so many guys who do not have a house to their name.
You don't put me now.
There are so many young men here.
Me, my brother good though. Where have you applied?
I'm a virgin, not swear my ear.
Who be virgin?
See, also, do you know that there's something about? Do you know why African American women like our men more than their men? I'm sorry,
Why?
mistakes. Apologies to every African American man. Why? Because most of their men, not all though,
Yeah.
they are with the mindset that, you know, they will move in with a woman. An African man never thinks of moving in with a woman. An African man thinks of a woman moving in to him. That means the man must be well to do.
Okay.
You understand? So that is why if you say there are gigolos out
They
there,
love Nigerian men. We they spend money like
no,
this.
we spend because we don't believe in. Because we were raised with knowing that women are queen.
Bros, no, you don't enter this thing.
No, I don't bother again. I don't drink anymore. I drink water. I drink anointing oil.
That's so big.
I go drink malt.
You go drink malt, okay?
Now sugar. We go run. We go hit the field. So many guys too. Not many women will blame them.
Yeah.
Many guys who are out there, they just want a woman who is a nurse,
Take care of them.
who does IT, and the man will move in because he was squatting with his friends.
Can go do video call, my baby.
I'm telling you.
They'll move
I
in.
miss my baby.
They have to get takes a break from work. They'll somebody date.
Yeah.
My lord, the good dollars on Monday.
What's it?
My blood dollars on your Monday. My daylight, my jam.
My day life.
We don't like that.
You see?
My day life.
My mom daylight, Jari.
Now, wow.
If you are just joining us, please, I'm eating a pan.
I go shop and bread. Shop $8.
I'm a Nigerian boy.
Pan bread.
The bread feels like you're eating burger.
So the topic we started off from why people are not converting dates, right, to something rewarding such as marriage and committed relationship, right? So, and like we started off, there are different factors to that. You know, we've been hammering on social media access to so many women and men at the same time, right? Those are different factors.
My lord, you meet what
do we love everybody? Do I love
my lord, they must love. My lord, follow, they must love.
What do we everybody? Do I online? We love everybody.
Also, not cold days like this.
Huh?
Not cold days like
No, electricity.
Not life.
Na
also, I
electricity.
forgot season any.
Oh my lord, sing.
Someone says, I will say no, thank you. This is enough spending. Yeah,
I know that's what I say. That's what I say too. No.
Another person, a man should not give a car to a woman he's not married to.
Lie.
These are common sense. Common sense. Right.
But
If
if he's going to marry her, if he's going to marry her,
you never co-sign,
they are in agreement to get married. Yes, he can.
agreement.
Yeah, of course. There's going to be marriage.
Yeah, if there's going to be marriage, yes. If you see prospect, and you guys are already, especially when there is a we, not I. There are people who are courting, right? But
Why was that the man said God will give a car to the woman? Why the woman said no release a car?
No, you don't know whether when the guy came, the guy not get money. Now the woman card, two of them they use.
So as the guy can't get money now, so
he go rest.
What about the woman going to make a come for sign because of woman's for sign for what?
With outside of marriage?
Don't carry my charger. Okay, leave it.
Let you go for sign because you want marry.
You don't have one chance.
You know, for me, I believe you have to have the right mindset for marriage before going in there. And you realize that a lot of people, they're not really ready for marriage, but probably because they're of age. I'm 35, I'm 40. I need to get, and then your parents will put pressure on you. Yeah. Let's get married, let's do this, let's do that. So some of our men are not really ready for marriage, but they are actually in it. And you know, Miguel, if you see a 15-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy, that 15-year-old girl is thinking of
Oh, yeah, she's got more
as a 35-year-old woman.
Yeah.
But for a guy, it's different.
Yeah, the reason is that the moment a woman shows this physical attribute, she's being chased by men older than her.
Yeah.
And by the time you begin to talk and relate with those older men, they bring you up to that level of intelligence. Alright? A man at 18 or 20 something, right? Is probably by himself. He's trying to date his age mate, but the age mate does not want him.
Nine boys,
You didn't talk to these boys. You didn't use us.
That's like a guy you're trying to
But why you didn't hear? You didn't find boys, you didn't hear.
a bad guy.
in terms of maturity, women are able to mature like that based on those factors, not because
this is my cup, right?
They are more exposed to all those things.
Apart from that, God created women to be very intuitive, very naturally intuitive. So there's a level their body starts maturing, and they're not just thinking about a boy they can go to the park with.
Yeah.
They're already thinking.
They want to settle down.
Of
serious,
college,
something serious.
College was coming
yeah,
on.
something serious.
Why those the boys of the same age as in their age group would be thinking about football, soccer, club, parties, the latest.
They're already thinking about something different.
Xbox, and all of that. So priorities are different. That's why a guy at 16 goes to talk to a girl at 16. She looks like him like a small boy.
Why?
And also because she's 16, especially in America now, where our 16-year-old girls look like 22.
Yes, I could see that.
A 25-year-old guy would be chiking a 16-year-old girl because he thinks she's 22.
25 years versus 16.
Yeah.
It's good. Even the 16-year-old girl will not agree to a 16-year-old.
Oh no, she will not, because she feels she's more advanced bodily. And
Wow.
Yeah. So now that's why a lot of our young men are getting in trouble. Because they will talk to those girls, and maybe the girl actually likes this guy at 22, but she's 16, but she can't wait 2 extra years because she likes the fact that this guy is probably a truck driver now. He makes his own money.
Making good money, yeah.
She would like that guy more than the guy who's in her class at 16.
Of course.
Yeah.
So with that,
And that's the same thing that happens in church. They don't connect in church.
yeah. So with that, she would never really respect a 16-year-old guy that they are in the same class, and that just helps.
He said when we're towards that year now, growing up now. They come back, we still on that. We did life, yeah. We come back, we still on.
Help them.
We have them. They came back. I remember two of them
So that's the thing.
vividly. They
When you you know what?
They came like they willingly. They
They
came
are
back.
advanced before you.
Rubbish.
Why do you think women of that, like,
My
example, why do you
lord,
think
really bad.
Joe, you didn't hear?
older guys?
Doctor.
You didn't hear anything, though? I will kill you if you don't hear this deal.
Prospectors.
Doctor, I can't. Willing, they came back
And also
themselves.
the fact that
When I
woman
went
needs a
to
leader.
secondary school, you know what I'm saying? University, no way.
Also, every woman needs a leader. A guy in the same class as you, or maybe in another class, or just a class ahead of you, is not thinking of leading you. He's just thinking of having fun with you. So a young girl who knows her priorities right needs a man who can buy her stuff or lead her into start thinking differently. My fellow 16-year-old boy cannot buy me the kind of nails I want because he is still waiting for his dad to give him pocket money. Except is in the streets and is making his money in the streets. You know what I mean, y'all?
Of course.
Right. So that's where the splurge. The splurge will come. But then
Somebody said that they find husband.
but then they still don't see the maturity in that guy.
Now, plot twist, huh?
Okay.
Women, like you're saying, when they're younger, technically they prefer the older guy,
Yeah.
right? Technically, because of the value those guys bring to the table
Yeah.
in terms of stability, security.
Not just the break.
Stability. in terms
Even
of
before the
finance. Like
stability.
you made an example of to buy things for.
No, before that is the kind of gist that comes out of the man's mouth.
Exactly, those are kind
The
of
discussion.
value. Now, the twist now is this: the same woman who used to prefer an older guy to guys or within her age bracket, when she hits a certain age, right? And the guys of her age are saying they don't want her because now she's older for her. I mean, for him, it becomes a problem. Meanwhile, the guy several years ago who was our age mate also went through the same process.
No, it's reversed. That's
So
why.
it's reversed.
And
So
it's-
now they now begin to blame the man for not wanting a older woman, when in reality, when they were younger, they preferred an older guy.
But you know what? That's the problem with the gender, the female gender. Everything starts early with them,
Yeah.
and when it slows down, that's when we are picking up as men. Now, according to your plot twist, why do you think in a relationship, when you get into a relationship with a woman as a guy, there are so many things to think about. First, as a physique and how good she might lay in my bed, right? Those are the things we think as men.
Joe, you didn't listen?
But these women, they want to love.
If I see they smile for that, you didn't listen to this stuff.
Now they want to love. Okay? The women, they start up with love. But at the time this guy is realizing, you see, we as men, we have slow processor. At the time we are beginning slow
You're waking
processor.
up, you're not waking up.
We don't believe in reality so quick. Because they are very intuitive. But in that, emotions
Joe,
enter.
they are smarter than you.
They are.
They are thinking ahead of
But,
you.
You know they are smart.
but at the end of the day, let me finish this plot that you started. Wait, let me finish See, Josh, see. Now, when we now say, oh, this woman has shown us love for 6 months, it's time for me to start reciprocating. By the time you start showing her love, but because of all the time you took to show that love, our own has started expiring. That's why we never really match.
What's what?
So,
You know you drink it.
this start early, we start slow.
If you're dating a girl of almost the same age like me, like I'm telling myself, and eventually maybe somebody older than your age come and
Scoops out.
come into the scene, it's the problem.
He's gone. I mean, she's
gone.
gone. She's gone.
I went through it, so you can go through it.
We all
No
went
doubt.
through it.
It's gone.
But the earlier you realize that,
The better for you.
the better for you. Because not all relationship leads to marriage.
So now this is why I like this guy. Alright? Now early enough, right, he figures out because one of the things that those older guy brings to the table, because they are older, they are more self-aware of themselves. They talk better,
Fried rice is
smarter,
calm.
and probably they go to the gym, they look more physically attractive. So as a guy, when you get to that point whereby you're 20 and the girl of your age is saying no to you because she's attracted to an older man, the next thing for you to do is to go and work on yourself. Right? When you work enough on yourself, you come to that point, then you now start running after. At that point, you now have options. You can now tell her, hey, I don't want someone of my age.
Why must you go back to
Someone
her?
who is younger than me because that's what we.
Why must you now
As a man,
It's a cycle.
as a man, you don't want an older man. It's a problem.
want to be?
Everybody makes it into a problem for you. When in reality, it's just nature. Men are naturally attracted to younger women, and women are naturally attracted to older men.
Yeah, so let's do our nation, Ali.
Yeah, so that's how it works.
Let's
So
attract
it's
to the
not
younger
that
babes.
you are. It's not like
Give
you're
your life to Christ.
afraid of older women. It's not like you're insecure. It's nothing of that.
So right, dude.
See, now with what you just said, right? You're very correct. But for the young men, I'll just tell you one thing: the mistakes we made. They say this word. Learn from your mistakes. It's a wrong word. Learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
That makes you smarter.
Yeah.
If you have to make the mistake to learn, that means you never really learn from anybody. And my father used to tell me something. He says, if you're going somewhere, ask those who are coming from there. So we are coming from there.
What's up with the place?
So you guys, please, don't think.
Jay-Z no go listen to you. Their own life is different.
These guys
So
are.
what we're talking about actually impacts
The reason why I told him to listen is because he has a lady of
But am I supposed to be cooking this thing?
No, I wanted to.
he has a lady of the same, you know. But because the lady
No,
now,
why look at
you
you?
know, but for one reason the lady still having feelings for him.
because he's a good-looking guy.
You understand? But in a normal sense, the lady could all go.
Yeah, but just have it in the back of your mind that.
Guys, let me advise you guys. I've
Don't
come
give
to
your
girl.
best for now, but
Miguel, you have already said a lot. But guys, can I tell you one thing? You have to work on yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Number one, you have to be very educated. It's not just about getting a master's degree or whatever. Education is more of exposure.
that's it.
You know what you know. You are open to learning from other people. You know, and stuff just to enrich your own self. Number two is always remember that a life in Christ will help you. You see, the Bible is it's a book. We call it the Word of God, right? But it's a form of control that will give us that understanding that okay, we're not supposed to do this, we're not supposed to do that. Yeah, we're not supposed to do this, we're not supposed to do that. So we follow that. Then you surround yourself with good friends. There are some bad friends out there. They don't value women. They don't talk anything good about women. Everything they talk, everything they say about women is women are bad, women are bad. Once you see those kind of people, walk away from them. They are never going to help your life. Women are good, they're the most beautiful, they are understanding, they are exposed, they will help your life. But it's not every good woman that is good for you. Alright? So there are some women that are just good as friends. There are some they're just good as more like a companion. But you want to get married, you have to marry your type. That one that is going towards your direction. That one that will listen to you, advise you. Alright? Do things with you. But it's not in body parts. See, majority of us today, you know, people go after body parts. How endowed they are and stuff. That's not what matters. What matters is the mindset. What is here? We always talk about what are you bringing on the table, right? Tell your girlfriend, I don't want you to bring anything to the table. Bring your own table. And then put the two tables side by side. Then we share what's on the table. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but the aspect where we're talking about God is very, very important.
Yes, so
You can't overlook that one. That one you can't trade it. You can't. If you marry someone that is not in love with Jesus, it's going to be difficult to live with such a person. I'm not lying. It will be difficult. All right? And always make sure you make a lot of money because women, they love money.
Yes, sir. Plenty money.
But you know sometimes
Everything in life. Yeah.
you first they said that one of the greatest discovery in life is discovering self.
Discovery self.
So if you discover yourself, you know your worth. No woman, it don't matter if she's the A girl on campus or she's the girl that quarterbacks one. You know, it don't matter. You just know yourself. And when you know yourself, you will be the one that will be sorted after. I tell you that. Because all the quarterbacks, the only
This
reason
didn't-
why girls like them is because
This video
they
is
found a niche, the status on campus made the girls want to run after them, right?
Miguel,
But
can you tell the people that we're going to come back in a minute?
Okay, yeah. We'll be back in a minute. A minute could be